I want to ask you a question. Don't want to answer. It may be a little something, but with the controversy, do you worry about, not now, obviously not, but was you at the time worrying about your catalog or how people will receive your music? I know it had nothing to do with you, but y'all fall in that whole thing. Anybody want to answer that?
So the way Clip, we're talking about Diddy, right?
You know what we talking about.
It did absolutely nothing to the music.
I just want to...
It made him want to hear it more.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
We thought about it, but it wasn't.
But it wasn't.
Trust your mind. Until they hit play, and you see how the...
No, people still love you, and it has really nothing to do with that.
Nothing to do with you.
Nothing to do with us at all.
But at first you said...
Same music.
At first you said, this might be fucking our shit up. Because you could catch it.
It was not so much sad, it's more something you just thought about. It could possibly been a trickle effect, but
I thought about it.
Not.
So I'm gonna tell you something, and big shout out to Tony Neal out there for Core DJ.
Yeah, big shout out.
What's up, boy? Fucking legend.
So he called me, that's my homie. He called me when it first popped off. And I was like, well, you got to look at it on the one side, you know what I'm saying? We saw our royalties shoot up like 1,000%. Why? Because the younger people didn't even know who Diddy and stuff, you know what I'm saying, at first.
What was the music?
But they said, what is the music? So who are these people that's whatever? And then it was like,
somebody go to jail, that shit sparked up
for some reason, that's what it is.
That's your catalog.
So then I said, okay, well, now this is what we're going to do. Because what he was worried about was, oh man, I wonder what iHeartRadio and was going to do. So he put me on the phone with somebody that was an executive, and I was like, hey, because I already know how it feels like when you go independent, and now you're the CEO of your own stuff, your conversation goes different. Mm-hmm. It's not like you're sitting sheepishly as an artist. Mm-hmm. Right. You're now the CEO, and I know because I dropped So Fly and it went double platinum independent, right?
Talk that shit.
So
talk that shit. I want to be.
You make a phone call. You say, hey, I'm going to talk to the person who runs the southeastern side of, you know what I'm saying, Walmart. Hey, well, how come my stuff is not here or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Make it happen. Mm-hmm. Same thing with Tony did. He put me on the phone with somebody from iHeart, and it happened. And I know we don't have to worry about it.
Yo, Tony Neal, man, we love you, man. We thank you for all the years of supporting us as artists.
Yes, sir.
You always been true to the game, man. We love you, brother. Here we get them flowers, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
He just caught the blessing on the humble, you know what I'm saying? On the walkthrough.
Yeah, man.
Somebody gonna tell him, yo, you seen the podcast? They was bigging you up, Tony. You a fucking legend, bro. He might be just about to close the deal. Somebody need to hear that shit. Like, damn, see how they bigged up Tony Neal? That's important.
Yes.
I was worried about it, right? So, I worry about everybody. Let me tell you something I thought about. I was gonna say, all right. What you saying?
About everybody.
I worry about everybody because the oppressors, the people who've been playing with us in this business, they always try to make us feel like we don't love each other.
Right? Yeah.
Well, we're not really like in the class of whatever the case. And that's a fucking lie. Right. The minute I hear somebody sick, somebody passed, somebody this, I hurt.
Yeah.
Even though I don't see y'all every day, I just be like, damn, man, what the fuck, whatever. They have you thinking that it's all competition, that we don't love each other, but we really love each other.
Right. Our situation, I'm telling you, keep it real. That much shot up tremendously.
That's
and
beautiful.
For a person that, you know what I'm saying, you can control your public.
You turn a negative to a positive.
But we here.
Yeah, we here.
Oh, no. You're more than here. You guys represent a time of music that cannot even be matched.
That's right.
Or fucking duplicate.
That's an era that, you know what I'm saying.
What's the man, Stephen A. Smith? You too, bro. Stephen A. Smith came on. He was like, yo, man, my mic fucked up at the Yankee World Series. It was an honor for me. I grew up 5 blocks away. So they put the fucking delay on my shit.
Go.
So he talking about, yo, Ice Cube did it flawlessly. I said, bro, I practiced 3 times a day. The shit was perfect. When they turned it on, the shit had a delay. There's nothing I could do about it. But I almost felt like he was disvaluing my motherfucking monsters. My shit, #1, Billboard, all them shits I played in Yankee Stadium was #1 Billboard 100 number one. Not the fucking this chart or that chart. Them shit's mixing.
Talk your shit.
So my brother Stephen A. Smith, when I went home and I thought about it, I said, yo, Steve, you discrediting that. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. That shit ain't no regular shit coming on.
Facts.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
Exactly.
You can't discredit them missiles.
Come on, man.
Oh, we know Ice Cube, the god of gods, and we're gonna salute the man.
Yes, sir.
In the movie or something.
Yes, sir.
Unless you play in the big three.
All of us.
Huh?
I said all of us.
Put us all in the movie, goddammit. Right? But my thing is, they can't discredit your catalog. You know, I was listening to you the other day. What's the part of the song that you go like, Tony, Tony, Tony? Feels good. You couldn't wait to do that shit. Yo, Jada, you couldn't wait to go, feels good.
Hey, man.
Who some of the guys influenced you? Because, you know, you guys are legends to everybody. Who influenced you?
Well, our sound originated from Take Six and Commission. So those two gospel, groups, they gave us that initial sound. And then big shout out to Tim and Bob, who basically molded our sound into what it was. But our three, like we always say, we have a trifecta, right, of three groups that always were the tier before 112. And that's New Edition, Jodeci, and Boys and Men. It's like, so those three was like those pioneers, like untouchable. You had the soulfulness from Jodeci, you had the harmonies and the songs and the beautiful songs. Well, Jodeci beautiful songs as well from Boys to Men. And then you had the overall entertainment aspect from New Edition. So that was a trifecta as far as 112 was concerned. And then we were that tier underneath, some of those guys. So like, that's how we looked at it. But we also had like major influences everywhere because we toured with Whitney and the Isley Brothers and Janet and Puff Daddy and the family, New Edition.
Yeah.
So we all, like you said, taking it back and paying homage, we learned something from all of them. Like, we learned how to be, classy with the Isley Brothers. We learned how to embrace an entire audience with Whitney, and we learned how to be entertainers with New Edition. And, it was all those lessons, man, we learned from. So we learned from everybody, man. We learned from Total. We learned from the Locks. This crazy shit is, like, when we first met the Locks, we thought Mace was in the group. We thought Mace was like the fourth member of the Locks. When we first that shit was great. Yeah, we thought Mace.
I can't wait till I give this man this check. Right? I can't wait till I give him the biggest check this man ever seen in his life. I can't fucking wait.
Wow.
Right? Cause he fuck with me, but he know I got the master plan. Don't worry about it. I know how to get to the yalla. You know what I'm saying? Who are some of your influences?
Man, well, for me, having an untraditional voice, man, like I always looked at artists like, Raphael Sadiq, Stokely or something like that, Babyface, El DeBarge, Ron Isley.
Babyface Doc.
Yeah, man.
Continue.
So it's just like the people who had different style voices where, first, like, if they whisper, you know exactly who they are. So I had to understand my voice and find my place. You know what I'm saying? Thank Print Mike for understanding, like, okay, he doesn't have the most traditional voice, but he'd be in the group. You know what I'm saying? Mm. And I just felt like my part of being in the group was, of course, whatever the harmonies are, what we're supposed to do. But when it's my turn to sing, then I need to understand my voice and understand, like, okay, when you sing, Slim, you know what I'm saying? That's going to differentiate us from anyone else.
You know what was crazy? When Slim first got in the group, he didn't sing any leads. He didn't sing any leads whatsoever, right? Mm. Puff sat us all down and was like, yo, this y'all lead singer. And at first we were like, yo, you bugging. You know what I mean? Because like we don't have a lead singer. Yeah, we didn't have any weak links or whatever, but he understood the business aspect of it and was like, yo, this dude got one of the most distinctive voices on earth. Like if you hear him, you immediately associate his voice with 112. So that didn't belittle the rest of us, right, as far as like what we were able to contribute. But you've heard my voice before. I'm one of them David Ruffin, Sam Cooke kind of dudes, you know what I mean? So you heard that.
Hathaway.
Yeah, Donny Hathaway. You heard that soulfulness. You heard that before. So, but with him, you've never heard a dude like that before. Even with all the people that he said he was influenced by, you never really heard his voice before.
Right.
Because we had Drew Hill, Who else was out there?
Next.
Next, Asjet, Lade, all of
You see when the man punished his little son, he made him do the Drew Hill.
Do the Drew Hill.
Shit.
Do the Drew
That
Hill.
shit. You give me 10 more, motherfucker, doing that. The Drew Hill shit. Yo.
We're going to make him do some 112 choreography.
Yeah,
they could be sweating.
Yeah. Take a look at when I have a choreography.
Look at it.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, y'all need to do one with It's Over Now. Do the choreography on that. Them kids will never do anything bad in their life
10
again.
times.
They'll never do nothing bad in their life again.
Who influenced y'all?
Mary J. Blige.
Total, yes.
Yes, as far
That's
as total. Growing up for me, it was Whitney Houston, Stephanie Mills, Luther Vandross.
Oh, come on.
Those are my favorites about it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Even
Shaka
Sister
Khan,
Sledge, Shaka Khan.
Sister Sledge, like,
And then I remember as far as like our presentation and our delivery and style, it was the LaBelles.
yeah, they were.
That's
Nice.
what Puff saw us as.
You know, that's crazy because you got some of my top fives too.